Hello and welcome. This is Sahara playing Starfield, and we are going to... What is going on with the top of my ship? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go... I'm going to take out Sarah. Are you doing the moonwalk there? I'm going to be taking out two new members with me, Gideon and Danny. And how did they go? I just saw them here. That's Gideon? No, that's Simon. I don't want Simon. I want Danny and Sarah. Sarah. You can go by? What is your problem, Sarah? There we go. And you are Andromeda, who we just had. Okay, I think they might have went through here.
Here for a chat?
Yep, here we go. Here's Danny. Like you to follow me for a while?
Oh, good. I was getting antsy.
And she's on the other side.
Need something, Chief?
And Gideon's there too. I would like you to follow me for a while.
Thought you'd never ask.
Okay. Can we get through the door?
Hey there, how's it going?
I'd like to ask you some questions, if you don't mind.
Sure. What's going on?
Mind if I ask you how you ended up in debt?
I had a smuggling run for the Trade Authority end badly. I lost my cargo, my ship, and now I owe them big time.
Oh.
I'm completely broke. But the Trade Authority won't stop hounding me until they've collected on the debt. That's why I was begging for work at the viewport. To make matters worse, I have a family back home that's depending on me. If I don't work, they don't eat.
That is true. Well, what can you tell me about the Trade Authority? We know that they, do deal with smuggling.
According to their official profile, the Trade Authority promote free trade and provide economic stability across the galaxy.
Yep.
Truth is, they run the largest contraband network in the settled systems.
Yes, they do.
Mech parts, biotech, drugs, nothing's off limits. And they do business with anybody. Even the Crimson Fleet.
Well, I'll steer clear. That they sound like bad news. I'll keep that in mind. A Trade Authority contact might come in handy someday. What kind of cargo did you smuggle for them?
Whatever they stuck in my hull. I didn't ask a lot of questions. I figured the less I knew about what I was involved in, the better.
So, not the kind of people you want to end up in debt to, huh?
Now you're catching on. They've been all over me since I got into debt with them. And I get the feeling they aren't afraid of firing a couple bullets to get what they want.
No, I don't think they do. So why doesn't the UC government do anything to stop them?
Boss, when I said the Trade Authority did business with everybody, I meant everybody.
Yep.
UC government included.
Exactly.
But you didn't hear that from me.
I'll keep that in mind. A Trade Authority contact might come in handy someday.
Maybe. I wouldn't do business with them again if I had a say. But to each their own.
Okay. Would you tell me more about your family?
Not much to tell, really. I have a wife, her name's Kalinda, and 3 kids back home on New Atlantis. They're all crammed into a 1-room in the well. We couldn't afford better. Kalinda's construction job barely kept the lights on. That's why I started doing runs for the Trade Authority. Seemed like it could be my big break. That didn't go as planned.
He looks a little too young to have 3 kids, doesn't he? Hope your family's luck changes. It seems your family's worse off than they were when you started smuggling. How old are your kids?
Bella's 9, Lindsay's 7.
Wow.
And little Hallie's only 3. All of them look just like their mom. They're such sweet kids. I want better for them than growing up in the well. Once we're out of debt, the first thing Kalinda and I are going to do is save up for a nicer place.
I wish I could give you some money. I have over 3 million credits now. Would you do things differently if you had the chance? Of course you would.
Yeah. In hindsight, I don't think getting into business with the Trade Authority was my brightest idea.
No.
If I could do things over, I'd go legit. Become a long hauler for a company in New Atlantis or something.
Though you wouldn't have made the money, it would have taken you... Yeah, but you wouldn't be in debt now. What's the well, like I don't already know?
It's the lower class district of New Atlantis. It's pretty rough down there. Not the kind of place you want to raise a family. Kalinda and I want to move somewhere else more than anything.
Seems your family's worse off than they were when you started smuggling. But I hope your family's luck changes.
Thanks, Skipper. Once we get this debt taken care of, things should be A-okay. At least, I hope so.
How did you lose all that cargo for the Trade Authority?
My ship got hit by a group of spacers while I was hauling a shipload of goods from Neon to New Atlantis. They shot out my engines, boarded my ship, and held me at gunpoint while they took their pick of my cargo hold. I'm lucky my engines were the only thing they were interested in pumping full of bullets. You never know with spacers.
No, everyone talks about the pirates being so bad, but the spacers are actually the worst. I'm sure the Trade Authority was thrilled to hear about that. I thought you were a weapons expert. Couldn't you fight them off?
I'm a broke weapons expert, boss. My ship wasn't exactly top of the line.
Okay.
All the weapons experience in the world doesn't mean squat if your enemy's got bigger guns.
True.
And those spacers had really big guns.
Do you know why those spacers targeted you? Yeah, they might have been tipped off.
Like I just said, Skipper, you never know with spacers. For all I know, they might have followed me all the way from Neon.
How did you get back to New Atlantis with busted engines?
Some vanguards who were on duty heard my distress signal. They picked me up and gave me a tow.
Well, that was nice.
Honestly, it might be for the best that those spacers emptied my cargo hold. I would have been in hot water if the vanguard caught me with contraband. Most of them take their jobs real seriously.
True. I'm a vanguard, though, and then I still do contraband. Doesn't the Trade Authority do anything to protect the pilots from things like that? Well, you would think they would.
If they do, I never heard about it. I guess they don't like making enemies.
Well, that's true. I'm sure the Trade Authority was thrilled to hear about that.
Yeah, not exactly. They really raked me over the coals. Whatever I was carrying must have been real valuable. Once they verified that all the cargo was gone, they made me sell my ship to put a dent in the credits I owed them. Didn't matter to them that I couldn't work without a ship. They don't go in for sob stories.
Yeah, they're not a very nice people. It's a good thing I go in for sob stories, or you might be in real trouble. Bad luck seems to follow you everywhere. How did Kalinda react when you told her what happened?
She was real upset. Usually she gets mad when something goes wrong, but hearing about what happened to me made her cry. Me working for the Trade Authority was bringing in more credits than we'd ever had.
Yeah.
Once I lost a job, it didn't take long for our savings to dry up.
Well, it's a good thing I go in for sob stories, or you might be in real luck.
And
Real
here
trouble.
I thought it was my natural charm that won you over.
I don't have any more questions right now, I guess.
Alrighty.
How about you, Danny? There's Danny.
Need me for something?
Yeah, do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Why not?
When we met, you mentioned you were researching something. You will tell me more about that? Will you tell me more about that?
I've been researching decommissioned technology from the Colony War, specifically the mechanized combat units manned by the Freestar Militia's 1st Cavalry. I'd appreciate if you kept your mouth shut about that. Mechs were banned after the armistice, and researching them is strictly illegal. I already got into hot water for my research when I worked at Ryujin Industries. I'd rather not try my luck at slithering out of trouble again.
Slithering, I like that word. Serves you right for messing with illegal tech in the first place. Your secret's safe with me. Why is researching mechs illegal? Well, I know that.
Mechs were outlawed at the end of the Colony War as part of the armistice. The governing bodies of the settled systems felt they were too dangerous to exist. Researching and constructing them is still illegal throughout the galaxy to keep the tech from falling into the hands of one government or the other.
And why were you interested in that kind of research?
I believe mechs have a lot of applications beyond the battlefield. We could use them for mining, exploring dangerous biomes, and even prosthesis.
I agree.
Banning research into those applications of mech technology was extremely short-sighted.
I agree with that
in
too.
my opinion.
I agree with that too. Well, your secret's safe with me.
Thanks, hon. Glad to know you're on my side. If I get into any more trouble for my research, I'll be sure to keep your name out of it.
I'd like to talk more about your work.
One of my favorite subjects.
Can you tell me more about Ryujin Industries?
Ryujin Industries is one of the largest corporations in the galaxy. They have subsidiaries in every industry, from beverages to high-performance weapons. The real showstopper in their product lineup is proprietary, though, a piece of wearable tech called a neuroamp. Supposedly, they improve brain function. They're all the rage in Neon, but personally, I don't buy it. The human mind is too complex to be effectively altered by an external machine.
But that is something they've been working on in our real life. I'm not sure what to make of them. I'm guessing you've never tried one?
No, I never saw the point. I don't believe they work. Even if I did, I wouldn't use one. My mind's sharp enough on its own. Mechanically augmenting my mental processes seems like cheating myself out of organic thought.
I'm not sure what to make of them myself. I agree. It's a form of bionics, right?
The marketing execs at Ryujin would be disappointed to hear that. If they had it their way, everyone in the settled systems would be wearing a neuroamp.
Mm-hmm. What kind of work did you do for Ryujin Industries? I can never pronounce that word right. It's just Ryujin.
I was employed at Drone, a Ryujin subsidiary dedicated to robotics development and manufacturing. I was part of the team that designed new models. But it wasn't my dream job. I never quite fit in at Ryujin Industries. Management wasn't a fan of some of my more unconventional research methods. The only reason I stayed is because the job got me access to Drone's labs. They had equipment I needed for my personal research.
What kind of trouble did your research get you into at Ryujin?
When Ryujin found out what kind of research I was doing in their labs, they fired me on the spot.
I
They
bet.
tipped off Neon security, too. I was arrested on treason charges. They didn't stick, though. They rarely do, for those of us with enough credits to our name to bribe the higher-ups in Neon. Thank Bayou for that. When I got out, some thugs on Ryujin's payroll encouraged me to leave Neon. That's why I was in such a hurry to leave. You might have saved my life by hiring me.
So typical. The rich always get their way in Neon, true. I'm not sure how corporate would feel about me associating with you. I don't care about that. Good to know I can always pay my way out of trouble in Neon if I have to. If I knew you were in that much trouble, I might have thought twice about bringing you on board. Nah. Typical. The rich always get their way in Neon.
Oh, did I hit a nerve? I hate the game, sweetie, not the player. I didn't create the system, I just used it to my advantage. But you'd do the same if you were me. Besides, I'd argue that a galaxy-wide ban on a certain type of scientific research is just as criminal as a private citizen paying their way out of jail. The settled systems shouldn't lose out on technological advancement just because the powers that be couldn't play nice with their toys.
What do you mean by unconventional research methods? Yeah.
Aurora. I'm a regular user.
Oh.
I find the psychedelic effects to be a good stimulant for the creative process. I do some of my best work while I'm tripping. My managers at Ryujin Industries found it distasteful, though.
Yep, I would too.
A breach of corporate ethical policy, to quote the official written warning I received about it.
So, but are you carrying Aurora with you now? I believe that Aurora could have some kind of benefits. No, I do not. I'm with your managers. I don't want Aurora anywhere near my ship. Ever seen anything crazy while you were tripping?
I have. One of the first times I tripped, I had a vision I can only describe as cosmic. I saw strange lights and heard this otherworldly music in my head. It felt like I could see all the pieces of reality and understand the connections between them. It was extraordinarily enlightening. I've been incorporating Aurora into my research ever since.
That almost sounds like what we see when we touch an artifact. So how does Aurora help with your work?
It helps open my mind and makes me more creative. When I'm on Aurora, I feel like I see connections between things that I'd miss when I'm sober. Some scientists would call me a lunatic for it, but I think they're being too close-minded. Humans have used psychedelics to expand our minds for centuries.
True, they have. A lot of the shamans use that mushrooms and stuff, so Aren't you worried about getting addicted?
No, not particularly. I see Aurora as a tool, not a lifestyle. I manage my use of it extremely carefully.
Well, I don't want it around my ship.
Oh, I hear you loud and clear, boss. I'm not desperate enough for a fix to try smuggling Aurora off Neon. That's a recipe for incarceration.
Okay,
All right, go ahead.
It takes some serious credits to get out of trouble in Neon. How did you become so wealthy? Yeah, are you from a wealthy family?
My parents are Trident luxury liners execs with more credits to burn than there is helium in the galaxy. My wealth comes from them.
Okay.
But I'm not your typical trust fund baby. My parents cut me off years ago when I refused to live my life the way they wanted me to. I retaliated by hacking their bank accounts, taking enough credits to live the rest of my life comfortably, and leaving home for Neon. We haven't spoken since.
So your money, you're still living off your parents' money, no matter how you want to change the whole scenario on that, you're still living off your parents' money. I would have done the same thing. Nobody tells me how to live. Where are your parents now?
Heard of Paradiso? It's the most luxurious resort in the galaxy. My parents own one of the penthouses. We lived there full time when I was growing up.
Have your parents ever tried to find you?
Probably, but I'm confident they'll never find me. I changed my name when I left home. I also had my appearance altered in Enhance. That I did for my own benefit, but the anonymity it affords me is a bonus.
Well, I never thought about that. People can escape that way very definitely from their life if they can afford it Enhance, but it's not that expensive. How did your parents expect you to live your life?
They expected me to follow in their footsteps and go into business management. If they had their way, I'd be spending the rest of my life behind a Trident desk. But I can't think of a less fulfilling career than pushing papers. My parents and I disagreed on that, so I took matters into my own hands.
She's very mannish looking in her mouth down, from her nose down to her chin. That's a very mannish look. I can't believe you stole from your own parents. Well, as a Neon street rat, I would have said that, but now that I'm a captain with a whole bunch of creds, well, I would have left because nobody is going to tell me how to live, but I don't think I would have stolen.
That's what I like about you, hun. You're a free spirit.
I think that's all we have.
Hope I satisfied your curiosity.
Okay, so we are going to go to... We're going on with our main quest more. We are going to go ahead and do the go to Nova Galactic Research Station. The Emissary has given me a key to a base on Luna, Earth's moon, saying I'll learn more about the artifacts if I investigate. And so I think that's what we're going to do.
Site is clear. Descent starting.
Okay.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Hi, Vasco. Okay, let me see what kind of weapons you guys are using. You have a rifle, you have a pistol. But I thought Andromeda was using the pistol and she ended up using the shotgun unless she picked it up along the way. Gideon has a rifle. Can I?
What's the good word, Chief?
Let me see if I can see it in your...
Glad to be lending a hand, Skipper.
You got two weapons. Why do you have two? Okay, so you have a rifle. You have two different rifles. Oh, that's right, because I had you out with me before. Okay.
Talk to you later.
And what about you?
Hey there, hun. Need something from me?
Can I see what you have? No. Okay, so we'll just see what I find when we pick things up.
See you around.
Enable all loot. Alright, come on. What if we just, anyway, whatever. Okay, so this planet has been surveyed, so I don't have to do that. We would, we just had a ship take off. Ship landing site. That is a crystal crater. That is a deserted UC listening post, and this is where we need to go. Though, it's taking us over there. Why? And this is a civilian outpost. Why are you taking us the wrong way? Pipeline. Now it's taking us this way. I mean, within this gravity, I can almost jump up the hill, right? Aha, here we are. Is there anyone here? Well, there was a landing. Well, not very big. Our ship would not have fit in this. No, because this isn't a landing. I see that now. It would have been down here. This isn't really a landing either. Well, it is a landing zone. I don't see anything here. Just gotta check it all out. Nope, there's nothing here, guys. Though I see something up here. Okay. Got credits. Didn't need the milk. I take the adaptive frame, though I didn't really need it. Okay, over here, and there's lights on here, so there's got to be people around. All right, let's go up here first. What is it, a chair? A stool just sitting out here? That's weird. If you try to scoot around, well, I'm surprised it's not floating, to be quite honest. Okay. So there's really nothing on the outside anywhere. Anyone on the inside? I don't see anybody. All right, let's go in, guys. I think that's the way out. Yep, it is. Unlocked with... Oh, that's right. He gave me the key. That's right. He gave me the key. The Emissary is Keeper Aquilas. I sold off all of my surveys. Oh my god, I had 150 of them. I sold them all off. And while I was there talking to Vlad, I asked him if he had any more artifacts available. He said no. So I only have 2 more to look up, and then that'll probably update after I get those 2. Got a microscope, a folder. Wrench. These are different looking. I know I saw them out there on the safety first, PPE. Okay. The door. We'll get to that after we look around here. Okay, yeah, I saw that it had a thing on it. There's just nothing here. All right, let's come around. Anything over here? Oh, Neon Base Slate or Moon Base Slate 2.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Langshu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's been distracted lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
What are you building? Collect all the slates. Okay. Chunks. Ooh, we got credits. Here's one here. Restricted equipment key. Here, no, that's a microscope. So we have Voltaire. I want to remind the research team that Voltaire is a highly proprietary supercomputer that is currently being contracted exclusively for the use in Project Prism. It is not meant for your own personal projects. Yes, it's amusing to see how many different decimal points or pi it can calculate, how many bits of encryption it can brute force, or whether you can simulate table tennis with a perfect aerodynamic simulation, but there will be time for that later. For now, I need everyone concentrating on hitting our deadline. We're developing exciting new aerospace technology with our partner and client. That should be more than enough to keep anyone from being bored. Project Prism launch. Play the recording on the roof. We're happy to announce that the first test launch of Project Prism will be held today. I would like everyone to suit up and join us on the roof at 9 EDT. Remember to please sync all watches to Eastern Daylight Time. Our partner will also be on radio for the launch. We'll be recording that event, so be on your best behavior. Okay. So now we know we have more slates to look out for. Okay, so we have a door here. We also have lockers. That's a chunks, notebook. Coffee mug. Oh, I didn't mean to take it. I didn't mean to use it. Okay, so this comes up over this way. Sorry, guys. I wonder if that goes in there. Oh, there's a couple doors. All right. What does that say? Reminder. Oh, daily... Raw daily diagnostics? Okay. Oh, psh. So this is the dish rag. So there was like this little hidey hole in here. Oh, is this one? Nope, it's a notepad. So this just came into here, which is what I figured. Okay. This goes into the bathroom, I bet, or another room. Here we go. Here's Slate 4.
Okay, confession time. Being single on a moon base is the worst. I only get like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating, you know? Oh, hey there, I'm a scientist, steadily employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you.
Okay. Yeah, so this would have been before Earth fell apart. No pain, no gain. Okay, so we have another...
Hey, boss.
No, you got it in the way.
So long, boss.
There isn't one over here either. Tissues. This. Oh, there's a locker. Plushie. Is there a locker in the other ones? Yeah, there was. They're easy to miss because they are dark colored. Grayish, dark gray. So was there a locker in this other one? There was. Personal groomer. Okay. I wonder how many of these there are. So I've got 2 of them. Okay, here's their kitchen area. No, that's not what I want. Come on, there you go. Okay. Toilet. Guys, just leave your personal groomers everywhere. That toothbrush? No. Why is there a scalpel here? Huh. Okay, so we have that other door over here. Okay. Looks like we have more lockers. Notebook. Get a little drunk. No, just keep the light on. It's so damn dark in here. All right. So this is their chemical storage, and we got, okay, this is how we go upstairs. Folder. Anything in there? Nope. Sarah probably would have had something to say about this, and so would have bear it, I'm sure. About the fact that we're on the moon. I'm sure I missed some slates. Okay, this takes us out. I only saw one way in here. Okay, this just brings us out another way. I wonder if there were any out here somewhere. I don't imagine they would have. Okay. Oh. I'm seeing... Are those all optional? They are. Okay, I didn't see them there before. Coming out? Sorry, Danny. So they were on my... Are they upstairs? Oops. Okay, what they're saying in here? Optional. Optional. Yep, okay. So they must be upstairs. Unless they're in here. Oh, here's one. How did I miss this? See? Ah, slate base
Nova
one.
Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious, even for a supercomputer. We might as well be asking it to count every grain of sand in every desert on Earth. Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it. Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel. I'm surprised we even know we're working on a ship.
So you guys are working on a ship. Okay. So that one's upstairs. And then we've got... How did I miss these? There's another one. How did I miss this? Huh.
Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. I've been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
So this is some of the things that they're doing that they're not supposed to be doing. Yeah, how did... Wasn't I in here? I guess not, because I could have swore I was. Yeah, I remember that. The toilet paper roll. Maybe I missed that one. Okay, I guess I must have missed this one. I don't know. Because I got this already. So the other one is in here. Oh, it was in this weird thing. I don't know. So this is for slates too? Like a recharger? Yeah, I did get in here. Wow, this is just so weird. I need to be more thorough.
You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are going to travel the stars?
We're literally on a base on the moon.
Oh, come on, Sabina. I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live. Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that?
So he dreams of being out in a space station or a spaceship instead of just building. Okay. The other one is over where? It's up. Nova Galactic. So what kind of ship are they building? Are these the ones that built the first ship? And not the science, not the, and I'm not talking about the generational one. This is a different ship that they're working on. See, it's saying it should be over here. Maybe it's up on top. Oh, I bet it is. We still have to go up on the roof. Woo! Okay. Microscope. I hear a computer. This takes us up to the I heard a computer. Where'd it go? I know we did. Is it over here? Oh, it's over here. Okay, tissues. And they left food behind. Okay, so this is where... Isn't this where I was just at? Yeah. This isn't making any sense. I think. Yeah, okay. So how did we end up here? Is this the one that we already read? It is. I thought we went up the stairs. And then we ended up down here. We did. We ended up... Oh, because we came down these stairs. Okay, never mind. So we have a demoralizing UC naval cutlass, credits, all that good stuff. Coffee bag. Come on, shut this one. Thought that was a cylinder. Guys, just keep sitting down on... Okay, here we go. Here's slate 6.
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological studies said it helped when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap and she'd teach me the Russian for all the numbers. She, just got word that she passed. The next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral.
That's sad.
Goodbye, babushka. Thank you for teaching me math. It brought me to the moon.
Play the recording on the roof. That's sad. Her grandmother helped her get to her dreams, and then she died while she was up here. Well, we were on the top, but we didn't have this. We didn't have this at the time. That's what this was for, huh? Haha.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Volterra?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
Okay, go to NASA. Okay. Well, NASA's on Earth. So, Keeper Keyless, I think, is trying to tell us, who was the emissary, that they gave them space travel. I have a feeling that's what they're trying to tell us. Because he's from so many different dimensions, right? Different parallels. And I have the mod for Earth to where it's livable now. So it'll be curious to see what it looks like, because I haven't been on there since I installed that mod.
Ready for takeoff in 3, 2, 1, go! Everything checks out. Landing initiated.
Oh yeah, look at how green everything is. At least I think it is. Yeah, those look like trees.